Okay, so this video I'm going to talk about how to make a tabbed page, kind of like this, where I have every day they can click on a tab and they can see exactly what the agenda looks like for that day. So I like to have my HTML editor code document open. And then, so I go into my class that I'm wanting, and on my pages, if you're not there, you want to make sure, like when you're on pages, you might need to click on view all pages first, and then click on plus page. And then here, you want to start with giving it a title. So I just call mine agenda, and then the week of, and I think the next week I don't have up, is the week of September 21st through September 25th. That's the next week I don't have. Then I want to make sure, I'm going to start with my skeleton. Now you'll notice on each of my tabs, the tab itself says what the day of the week is, and then I have it in big bold letters at the top. So there's no question on the kids' part. What am I looking at? Know exactly what I'm looking at. So I'm going to start with that. So I always, I do bold, I do 24-point font, and then I pick a different font color. I typically do the pink, but it's whatever. Excuse me. I like to do something other than black. So I go Monday in person, Monday online, Monday and Tuesday in person. Oops, I almost forgot. Monday and Tuesday online, Wednesday and Thursday in person. This is how ours is broken up for our AB days. Wednesday and Thursday online, and then Friday online. I do like to go ahead and start typing out what I'm going to do under each of those as well. And this I tend to use black 14-point font. So that first, I honestly don't remember what I'm doing. I'm going to go with review for the test. I believe I have a test that week. Then Monday and Tuesday online. So you're going to go through and kind of type in whatever you want, kind of have your skeleton. I call this the skeleton page because it is literally kind of a skeleton of what your tabbed pages are going to look like. Once you have your tabs up, you can always add more information, but this makes it a little bit easier to get started because if you're trying to add all your information once you have your tabs and your HTML editor or codes in there, it gets a little more challenging. You can always go back and add stuff, but I find it easier if I go ahead and have all of this kind of skeletoned out. Newton's laws. Oh, I did think of something else they wanted to do on that day. Take Unit 1 practice test, review for the test, to go over test review packet, and then Wednesday and Thursday online. We're going to go change that, and I think we're going to have them, and I don't really start Unit 2 notes. And then sometimes I like to put bullets under there if I'm wanting to describe things. Start Unit 2 notes, see Unit 2 Section 1 video notes here. I just accidentally clicked something I didn't mean to. See Unit 2 student notes here. And then Friday online, we're going to go with, they're going to finish up Unit 2 Section 1 notes and complete Unit 2 Section 1 online review. Okay, so once I have my skeleton set up kind of how I want it, at the end you can go back and like link anything. So like if I had the answer key to the test review packet, I could go through and I could hyperlink that in. This quiz on Newton's third law, I'd go and hyperlink that in to the page that I had it. That can all be done later on. So what you're going to do once you have your skeleton done, you're going to go into your HTML codes. And you can see here my HTML codes right here where my cursor is there. I'm going to start there and I'm going to end right down there. And I'm just going to copy that. So I have Command C. And I have 5 tabs in mine because I do it there's 5 different things I'm going to be tabbing out. You can see right up here, there's 5 different tabs. You can change that if you don't need as many or if you need extras. If you want another tab, you can, like you could copy this line here and paste it down here, and then you just change the number to fragment 6. So you'd want that. And then if you want it, then you'd do the same thing down here. You'd copy that one and you paste that down, and then you just want to make sure it says fragment 6 on it. And you could, of course, delete out any extras that you don't need if you only need 4 tabs or however you want to do it. So you're going to copy that whole part there. And then you're going to go into where you have your skeleton, click on HTML editor. I usually scroll down to the bottom of it. And put a few spaces, and then I paste that in there. So you can see there's a few spaces between here. So this is where my HTML codes are, and this is where what I typed in. You don't want to change anything in there. So then in each of these, I'm going to type in what I want the tab to say. So I do Monday and Tuesday in person. Then I do Monday and Tuesday. Whoops. Wednesday and Thursday in person, because you want your titles to be whatever it is. This is for my agenda, but you can certainly use the tabs for about anything that you want the tabs to be. I'm going to use them for some other things. I use them for notes when I do my video notes for each section. I put them all in tabs, and then like section 1 is tab 1, section 2 is tab 2, and so on. So you can do kind of whatever you want. So I go ahead and put all my titles in there. And then for the content down here, I go back up to the top and I read what I have here. Okay, so this says Monday and Tuesday in person, and that's part of the reason why I like to have the names in there. It kind of helps me break it down. I find, okay, this line right here is the line that starts my second tab. So because it says Monday and Tuesday online. So I'm going to put a space there so that way I break up, okay, that first part is my first tab. Then I'm going to find, well, here's my line that says Wednesday and Thursday in person. So that's the start. So wherever my third tab starts. So now all of this here, all of that right there, that's my second tab. Then I'm going to do that. This breaks down my third tab. So this right here is my third tab. This is my fourth tab. My fourth tab's a bit longer. And then this is my fifth tab. And I really do that for myself so I can see the breakup. It visually helps me. So then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to copy and paste everything that was in my first tab. And I cut it, Command Exit, so that way it's gone, because otherwise it will appear, if you don't delete it out, it will appear back on your original, on your rich content editor. Whoops, I don't know what I just clicked there. So I'm going to highlight where it says put content here, and I'm going to paste that in. Then I'm going to do the same thing for my next one. Oops. I'm going to cut that out, and I'm going to put that here where it says second tab here. Then I'm just going to go through and do it for all of my tabs. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. So that was my third tab. then this whole thing is my fourth tab. And again, it can be as long or as short as you need it. You just want to paste it in where it belongs. And then my last tab here, I'm going to put that down here. Then I'm going to come back to the top here because I have all that empty space. I don't want all that empty space on there. It will show on my homepage. So now I have it all on there. So now I'm going to hit, you can hit the rich content editor. And this is what the rich content editor will look like. In the rich content editor, it'll have the tabs up here, and then it'll show right down here. If you hit save, then here you have each of your tabs. I don't know why there's a P there. I can go back and delete that. If you want to go change anything, you can hit edit in here. And you can make changes in here. I will take that P out. Now, that should go away on my Friday online, hopefully. Let's check and see. And ta-da, it's gone. And so then if I want to go back and edit anything, let's say I have two tabs open for this particular class. I'm going to come down here to my quizzes, and I'm going to find something I want to put in there. Let's say I want this activity as linked in there. So I'm going to pull up that activity. I'm going to copy Command C, that URL at the top. And I'm going to come in here, and let's say that was my quiz over Newton's third law. I'm going to highlight the Newton's third law quiz. I'm going to click the link to URL, and then I'm going to paste it right in there. So again, this is the link to the URL right there. So now when I go and hit save, it will be linked in there. So you can see there's nothing linked on Monday or Tuesday, but here when I go to Monday and Tuesday online, this quiz for Newton's third law is hyperlinked in there, so I can click on it and it pulls it right up for the kids. That's not really what it is, but that's okay. So you can go back and hyperlink anything in that you need to. I hope that helped.